Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
how you doing?
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, how we going?
Hey, Glenn.
Oh, yeah.
Very well.
Excellent. So we'll just get ourselves settled. Hey, James, do you want to just change your screen so we can just see your full beautiful face? Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better.
I was getting multiple images on the screen.
Yeah.
So we'll just get settled. I'll just make sure that we're getting some good sound from you.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know if I start swiveling about and I start tapping the microphone or anything like that.
Good.
I'm on the third coffee today, so if I start moving, just let me know.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's all looking good. We're just missing one of our presenters, but I reckon we'll just get underway. Only got half an hour before our session finishes, so join us partway through. Megan, would you like to begin the interview today?
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Excellent. Let's take it underway.
Welcome to Tutti Radio with a special guest from Radio Tutti. Glenn.
Hey, you doing?
So is your name pronounced, is it Glenn Sarangapani?
Yeah, Sarangapani is the way I've like Australianized it. Like the Indian way of saying it's very like Sarangapani. And my dad says a very different way to me, but we've kind of amalgamated it now.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
No worries. Good to be here.
We'll quickly introduce all of ourselves. So I'm Matt, and we're also joined by
Megan.
Dougie.
Hi, I am Michael.
Got Michael, and then in a moment we should have Emmy joining us. But for now, should we start jumping into some questions?
Yep.
Megan, do you want to take us away?
How did you go during COVID lockdowns?
COVID lockdowns were pretty intense for everyone. Like it's a lot to get used to. But like I've got a lot of video games, so I was able to play Legend of Zelda for a lot of COVID. So I was able to cope with it pretty well.
Zelda.
Sorry, I was playing Legend of Zelda and I was playing Bloodborne, which was incredibly difficult. Sorry? Yeah. I had it on PS4 when it was.
I started playing Legend.
Sorry? I finished off Breath of the Wild, but I never got onto the next one. Like I got to the end of the game and yeah, pretty much. Oh no, man! Yeah, it was the one on the Switch, which was amazing. Like, loved it. Yeah. Yeah.
I love how quickly we've gone to nerding out about games.
Yeah, usually most conversations with me tend to go in that direction very, very fast.
Excellent. All right, Dougie, do you want to take us away with the question?
Tell me what it was, Matt.
You had one about living in Perth?
What is it? What's his name?
Glenn.
Man, what is it like living in Western Australia?
It's nice, man. Like it's good. We've got family over here and it's like super spread out. I lived in Sydney for a long time.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like I loved living in Sydney, but now I'm kind of back in like with family zone and living in Perth. Got a kid now, which is nice to be able to have a bit of space to do stuff.
Yeah.
I can imagine there's lots of space in Perth and Western Australia.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like a bit too much sometimes, but it's good at the moment.
Yeah.
And also, Western Australia was separated from the rest of the country for a while. But I had some touring over there, and they said it was quite easy to play in Western Australia because there was no COVID. Did you find that experience too?
It was fun. It was weird, like because half the band was still trapped over east, so they couldn't get in. So we needed to do a bunch of fill-in kind of stuff. Like, get a couple of dudes to learn the parts and and play a couple of shows. So it was weird, but we made it work. Pandemic time. You do what you can.
Yeah. All right, James, take it away.
Any online stories?
Or shows.
Shows. Oh, shows. We did a show, one song with Wazzo, and that was when everyone was in different locations. So we all played from our houses, very much like what this interview's like, and put everything together, and then everything came together like just with like a 50-piece orchestra. So that was 50 people playing online. It was a lot.
You're all in separate locations, but you're able to play in time?
Yeah, well, so we needed to run everything. As you can imagine, sync becomes a big issue. So we needed to run everything to click and then run everything back in through and put it all back together. But there's a couple of spots where you can see a couple of people going a little bit haywire, but overall it was good.
Yeah, we've certainly had to adapt here at Tutti Arts. And music programs have always been the most difficult because there's just no real way around the lag when it comes to music unless you're getting incredibly techie.
Yeah, well, man, the deep dives with the tech stuff to like try and get those things working really, really well was amazing. Like, and every time someone did it, you're like, oh, we need to figure out how those guys did that, and I need to figure out how someone did this. It was that was kind of a fun aspect of it.
Hey, how you going, Amy?
I'm good.
Excellent. What's your first question?
I'm gonna go for my last question,
All
if
right,
you
go
don't
for it.
mind. Before I go into the question, I just want to say I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, no worries. Thanks.
You're my first favourite, so it's good to have you here.
Thanks.
What's your favourite song from any of your albums?
I really, really like Smith Street, which is a new song we've just put out, and it's mainly because I got to play heaps of guitar on it. It was a lot of fun. Like, playing piano is wicked fun, but playing guitar was like my first joy.
Yeah, interesting. So playing guitar was your first joy, but you were brought into the band primarily as the keyboard player, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so like for years and years, I've been playing keyboards, and then a couple of tracks just play a little bit of guitar on it. But the last song we did, there was no keyboards on it, so it was just like, oh, you just want to play the guitars on it as well, and that was awesome fun. A bit more fun to rock out on stage as well.
Cool. All right, we'll give Michael a question.
Who are your musical influences?
I'll just quickly readjust the microphone.
All right. Gotcha.
Whoops.
Who are your musical influences?
Oh man, I love the band Weezer from the 90s. They were like my favorite band ever, and love Nirvana, and yeah, anything with pop music that has like huge guitars on it, I've always been a big fan of. And so it's a lot of the stuff from the 90s has influenced me more than anything else. But that's going to be it.
Yeah, cool. Love Weezer.
Yeah, that's so good.
Let's swing back to the top, Megan.
How does it feel to perform on stage?
It's actually probably one of my favorite things in the world, and I forgot how much I love doing it until it got taken away because of COVID. So the last few weeks being on tour and actually getting to play to a festival crowd has been unbelievable. I never really get very emotional when I'm on stage, but the last few times, it's been really, really nice to just see the crowds back and to be able to play. I think it's one of my favorite things in the entire world to do.
It's certainly been good here in Adelaide with the restrictions easing recently. Being able to see people dancing again.
Yeah, it's so cool. The New South Wales dropped the no singing, no dancing rule halfway through the tour, and it was right before one of our shows. So that was the first gig where everyone could get back up and sing and dance again, and it was like, oh man, rush of blood to the head. Hey, everyone was losing it.
Fantastic. Dougie, do you have another question?
Glenn, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
You got me, Glenn?
Yep.
What was it, Matt?
You had about musical families?
do you have a musical family, Glenn?
Yeah, my dad is a really, really good guitarist. He's a really good guitarist. He's quite a good piano player as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
What influenced you with your musical family?
So yeah, like he was a big influence. He used to like listening to like Carlos Santana and Doobie Brothers and things like that. And
My dad loved Carlos Santana.
how good is he? He was amazing. Like,
Yeah, Dad loved Carlos Santana because he worked with Rob Thomas. But let's get back to the question. So, how much of guitar did your dad play?
Heaps, man. Like like every day I'd come back and he'd be just sitting there with the guitar. He gave me one of his guitars, actually, like the first guitar that he had, and I've got it in the house. It's so cool.
For the guitar nerds out there, what kind of guitar is it?
It's a red ES335, so like one of the big
Pretty
cherry
good.
red ones.
Pretty good sound, eh?
Oh man, unbelievable! Like awesome guitar, and it's one of those ones you're meant to treat really carefully and be really nice with it.
Absolutely.
We were taking it out to punk gigs and it's got beer and stuff spilled all over it.
Yeah. So I'm glad you said Carlos Santana. He would have been a huge influence, wouldn't he?
It was, man, amazing. Like there's a bunch of his early songs I learned how to play on guitar when I was learning.
Smooth, what was that, Matt? That song from Carlos Santana?
But did he do Black Magic Woman or?
He did,
Black
yeah.
Magic Woman, yes. That's what I meant. Yeah.
He did. He did
I know it was
smooth with
something
Rob Thomas, and then and Black Magic
Yeah.
Woman before that.
I just love Black Magic Woman.
Oh, so good, man.
You know, I just love that song.
It's a cracker of a tune. You hear it at like pubs all the time. I love it so much.
Yeah, and I thought I like Santana. Not Santana, Santana.
Yeah, Sultana's are great as well.
Yeah, but Santana. You know what I meant, didn't you? You know where I was going, didn't you?
Yeah.
Santana, I should say.
Hey, do you want to jump in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually a guitar teacher in Perth.
Oh.
So I was teaching heaps of kids guitar, and so like lots of kids just learning how to play AC/DC and like in Guns N' Roses. Really, really fun.
Cool.
And then the guys kind of asked me to come away on tour with them and you don't really say no to that kind of thing. So
What were the age of kids, Glenn?
sorry, the age of the kids. They were pretty
Teenagers
young.
or?
No, I was teaching. The oldest kids were teenagers. The youngest ones were like coming in like 6 and 7, so they could
Wow.
barely play anything. Just got an acoustic guitar. And, you teach them how to play like one little bit of Black Sabbath, and they love it. They're the happiest kids ever.
Kids would have went bonkers, wouldn't they?
Oh man, they love it. As soon as they start hearing what the notes are, it goes down.
The kids would have went
down,
bonkers. I
down.
can imagine. Wouldn't they, Matt? Kids
So
would have went
good,
bonkers,
man.
wouldn't they? Yeah.
Kids rough on it. School rock, yeah.
School of Rock, yeah.
School rock, yeah.
No, not quite that, James. Couldn't imagine.
Okay, now can we move on?
Yeah, all right. Amy, question.
I'm just look around. Okay.
Yeah, because-
Are you a boy band or a girl band person?
Boy band or a girl band person. I think you could be both. I do love the Spice Girls, but also loved. Actually, no. I'm going to lean more towards girl band. Like,
Yeah.
I like the Spice Girls songs way more than any of the boy bands.
What's your favorite Spice Girls song, do you reckon?
On a bit or?
Knock 3 times. Thank you very much. And
Oh,
then
that's
somebody-
yeah. We do it in we're doing it today in Wham. This afternoon.
One of our
That's sick.
the boy band medley of just
One of our medleys this afternoon.
And the
wicked.
boys are in there, and I'm a big fan.
yeah, a bit of Backstreet Boys, bit of NSYNC, bit of Jonas Brothers, bit of Spice.
Yeah.
What Backstreet Boys songs are you guys singing?
Um,
I
the-
don't know.
As Long as You Love Me is my favorite.
yeah.
That's a good one.
And I
I wanted that one that
Oh, well, that was a good one. That's the one I remember. I want it that way. That's what a tune.
She got a favourite in the Backstreet Boys, and it's
Oh, Howie D. Yeah, we love playing Howie D here on Radio Tutti.
Yeah.
You want to bring us back on topic with another question? Megan?
Oh.
Sorry, Megan. We were meant to play. Have a question from Michael.
Okay.
Michael,
How did you get the name Birds of Tokyo? How did you get the name Birds of Tokyo?
So our singer thought that there was no birds in Tokyo, and he was convinced about that. And he was like, yeah, no, there's definitely no birds in Tokyo. That's what we should be, the birds of Tokyo. We didn't fact check it or anything.
Yeah.
And there's heaps of birds in Tokyo. Like, there's lots of them. He was like, no, the pollution's killed off all the birds in Tokyo. There's none there. None of us looked it up. We're like, yeah, that's really deep, man. And that's how we got the name.
so it turns out there are birds in Tokyo.
Lots. Like,
We've wrong with you guys as well.
I tried to tell you guys didn't listen.
everyone tried to tell us. No, we refused to listen.
Really, well, good to get that one fact checked.
I went over there for my honeymoon. There's definitely a lot of birds in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Played in Tokyo?
Have we been played in Tokyo? Maybe like a couple of spins, but nothing amazing. We're pushing very hard for our management to send us over there so we can all go snowboarding.
Yeah. Good reason to get over there. All right, now Megan.
Do you enjoy it?
Do you enjoy playing in the band? I love it. It's honestly so lucky to be able to do what we do and to get up on stage and, you know, like spend time writing music with your best friends and then sharing that music with people. It's an amazing feeling to be able to do. There's difficult parts of it. Like, you know, when I'm away, I miss my kid, but it's just one of the best feelings to be able to do that stuff. I love it.
Cool. Hey, Megan, do you want to just quickly jump onto your next question as well?
What's the largest crowd you had performed to?
I reckon the largest crowd would have been at the grand final at the MCG. That was the largest crowd live. So that would have been like 100,000 people, but also millions of people watching at home.
Yeah, of course.
No, that was terrifying, actually, walking up on stage to that. It's like hands shaking, doing one of those ones.
Stop.
Sorry?
You guys are playing live? It's not just singing?
No, man, so it's live and it's horrifying. Like it was like really, really scary. We actually, before the gig, we realized that everyone had gotten a little bit drunk, and because we're watching the footy, and we get up on stage, it's like there are a lot of people watching. Right? Everyone's going to keep it together.
Luckily, they're all probably drunk too.
Yeah, good point.
I watched that, by the way. And that was the day I got drunk.
Oh, you were just, yeah, Eddie was drunk. I was probably drunk, yeah.
It was just me, my mum, my sister, and my mum had to pull me in and said, "Here's this band." I said, "It's Birds of Tokyo."
Oh, brilliant. So you remember watching them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I'm a big fan because you're my first favourite, so.
Oh, that's excellent. That's so cool.
I play guitar as well.
Oh, nice. Do you still play guitar?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool.
I don't acoustic one.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot do, but the electric one I can do.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It's pretty fun.
Dougie, do you want to jump in there with your last question?
What was it to Glenn?
It was about their new song and what inspired it.
What inspired your new song, Glenn?
It was basically about like how difficult lockdowns have been for everyone and how much we're excited to get back out and be able to see our friends, in particular at the crew over East and in Melbourne. Smith Street, like there's so many great, amazing pubs and so many great, amazing memories that we've had on that street. And it's nice to feel like we can go back to doing that again. It's been really nice, like to kind of, we've done everything. We've there's a light at the end of the tunnel of the pandemic. So that's what inspired that one.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, lockdown's not fun because I'm still in lockdown, but I come out of lockdown tomorrow.
Oh, amazing.
I come out of isolation tomorrow.
Oh, cool. That's awesome, yeah. Yeah, far out.
But that's pretty good. That inspired you. That song.
Yeah. So that was kind of what it was about. We just wanted to have a bit of a celebration for the end of all of this and getting back to some kind of normality.
Did you just say August?
No,
Days in August.
In August.
my birthday's in March.
Nice.
What about you, Glenn?
January 22nd.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are you a January person? Eh?
Yeah, January. Our
22nd.
drummer just had his birthday in March. He didn't tell anyone we were with him, but he refused
Ah,
yeah.
Did you say January 26th?
22nd.
So,
I just had,
before Nick Carter's birthday.
Oh yeah, is he?
Oh, well,
He's a Backstreet Boy, yes. So yours is before his.
right, yeah, 4 days before Nick Carter. There you go.
yeah.
He's my third favourite. My second is Brian.
We're getting way off topic again. James, can you bring us back?
Silly me.
No, we're not quite Kiss, so we don't really have too much makeup on stage. We've got we should.
Do you have people that do your like styling, or do you just pretty much get to wear what you want?
You just rock out and wherever you want. Like 90% of my clothes have been Marvel comics for the last
Wow.
10 years.
Wow.
So I've got a mate who owns this company that makes like he just puts like cool comic books on t-shirts, and so that's pretty much what the only clothes I've been wearing for years and years. No. No, we've got our own merch, but I've not really worn any of our merch on stage. Not quite Metallica.
Hey, Emmy, what was your fun? Right, just the first question.
I'll just do the free time one, actually. Yeah. What do you do on your free time?
I've got a 20-month-old baby, so she takes up
Wow.
most of my free time at the moment.
Yeah.
She's very, very fun. But also like I just spend my time writing music and hanging out, listening to music, learning songs, trying to practice as much as I can.
I've been writing songs since I was 9.
Oh, that's cool. You must have hated your songs.
Yeah, I've seen some of them. There's a lot of them.
Oh, cool.
Start writing songs.
Sorry?
When did you start writing songs?
Man, I've been around the same age, I reckon. As soon as you wanted to start like talking to people through music, you start like coming up with like crazy little ideas and then putting them down, like chucking them out. It's just the fun. It's one of the things about music. You don't run out of ideas.
Yeah. Brilliant. Hey, Michael, did you have another question?
Do you get stage fright when the birds of Tokyo are chicken?
Ah. Yeah.
We have become chickens a couple of times. Like the grand final, definitely chickens of Tokyo. Anytime there's a big crowd, we did an orchestral show, which was like playing with like 50 musicians and on stage, and that was definitely a chickens of Tokyo gig.
Yeah.
Whereas, if someone had come up to me before the show and just said, "Do you just want to leave and like not play the gig?" I'd be like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'm too scared to get on stage."
Oh, yeah. Definitely, I can imagine with an orchestra having all the classically trained sea of musicians out there.
They're heaps good. Like they're like normally it's just like the 5 of us and our mates. You make a mistake, no one notices. Like these guys are like like they're really, really good at the music. So it's scary.
All right. Megan, did you have one more question?
We'll jump into two. Sorry. Do you play in Birds of Tokyo full time? Do you do other work?
Yes, I play. So Birds is my full-time job, but like I think just making music is more like my full-time job. Like whenever I'm not on tour with the band, I just write and create stuff and like try to have fun with as much fun with music as possible. So I think that's what feels like my full-time work would be write a song about a cat.
God, James.
Hey, James, you had a final question, didn't you?
I have, yeah. So like I do a lot of writing for commercials and for short films and things like that, which is really fun. Like we try to do it as much as possible. Like it's a very different thing to playing in the band. So we can kind of, if you write stuff to visuals, you get like a different sense of what you're doing. I love doing it. It's so much fun.
Band or just yourself?
So I do it myself, but I've also got our bass player Ian, who's started doing a bunch of that stuff with me. And so we get together. We're setting up a studio in Perth actually, so we can get more and more of that kind of stuff going. It's really, really fun.
Really? Is that studio up, or is that
Sorry, is that?
Have you already set the studio up, or is that a future plan?
No, so we've got the studio in Northbridge and it's pretty much built. Like all the sound rooms there and everything are built. Now it's just like plugging everything in and getting the lights looking nice and the TVs. It's the fun stuff of like going through and fitting it all out, which is we're going to try and get that done this week, basically.
Oh, does the studio have a name?
It's called Panda Candy Studios.
Hey, Andy.
Panda Candy.
Hey, Imogen, you had one more question, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I always forget. I'm a big mind freak. I always have to read these things. I'm so stupid.
No, that's all right.
How do you have your coffee?
Right now, the coffee is just black from the Nespresso machine, and that is purely out of laziness. I just like the caffeine. I don't so much like the taste of any of coffee. Yeah.
Tons of coffee drinkers. There's the coffee snobs and the any coffee's good coffee.
Definitely any coffee's good coffee. If it's got caffeine in it, I'm good to go.
Oh, green tea?
Green tea's great. Yeah, love it.
Anyway, I think we're pretty much finished up on time here. So does anybody have any last things they wanted to say? Megan?
My mom is your biggest fan.
Oh,
That's me.
that's awesome. That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
So is my dad. My dad loves your music.
Oh, that's so good.
His favorite is also you, so that's kind of where.
Hey, James, what song are we going to finish off on? The Birds. Also, do you have a keyboard on you, Glenn?
No, I don't, unfortunately. I can just pretend to let me so you can play out like keyboard cat.
We might finish on Smith's and then you can mime along.
That's the one.
So what station you been listening to?
Radio Tutti.
The radio.
Tutti Radio.
Thank you so much for joining us, Glenn.
No problem. Very nice to meet you guys.
Was pronounced again.
Sarangapani.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us from Birds of Tokyo.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
We'll finish off on Smith Street by Birds of Tokyo, which is their new single.
Awesome.
Excellent. All right. See you later, everybody.
See you guys. So nice to meet you all. Thanks so much.
No worries. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
I lost the. I'll have to edit out where I missed the cue to play the song.
Oopsie.
Hey, great job, everybody. We have reached the show, so we're going to have to finish it up there. Thanks for joining us.
You missed it. I was wrong.
No, I think that interview went really well. I might go through it, just edit it, clean it up a little bit, but really good banter, really friendly. Yeah, I think everyone should be really proud of themselves.
I think you wanted on the backstreet going with the balance.
Excellent. All right, well, I'll see you all soon. Sorry, Megan. What was that, Megan?
I was saying that's working person or thing.
Yeah. Excellent. We'll have both options available.
Right.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Yeah.
See ya.